I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, loved that performance. Arsenal 4, Bayern Leverkusen 1. As you can see above my head, there was a goal rush. And again, we can't get too excited. It is pre-season. It is a meaningless friendly. Forgive me for describing it as such, but it is. It means, in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. But by the same token, there isn't a game that doesn't mean anything. There's no friendlies in football. Every game is being geared towards us starting the season in the best possible form. As you all know, our first 3 to 5 games are a madness, people. And it has been a bit of a disrupted preseason for a variety of reasons. You've had the Copa America, you've had the Euros. Of course, California's come in the door and there's the Moreno links in the backdrop, but we haven't got the players in the same speed that we did in the last previous years. But isolated to this game, there's nothing I can say really and truly. I must admit, I don't want to water down our performance and draw too many conclusions, but I don't really think Bayern Leverkusen were competitive. We looked a lot fitter than them. We looked a lot sharper than them. We forced them into a lot of mistakes and we exploited their weaknesses, people. There was a lot to like. For me, I loved the intensity and the way we pressed. When we got going, I think we moved the ball quite well. The only criticism I have is the goal we conceded. And big up to you lot that follow me on my watch-alongs. I'm by no means no expert or journalist or genius, but I simply said we would concede purely because of the changes to the back line and the disruption there. I'm impressed by the cameos of the young players. I think Ethan did well to kind of play his part in Saka getting an assist for Kai Havertz. Obviously, I'm a big fan of players making mistakes, and it sounds crazy to say that, but if we talk about these young players to be the next this, that, the third, and we want them to be that, they have to make mistakes. And if they are going to make mistakes, let it happen now. Obviously, Miles kind of got caught for one of the goals and we were disjointed defensively. And I don't think Raya's positioning was the best. We have conceded a couple of goals of that ilk during pre-season. So it's good for them. But isolated away from that, Miles Lewis-Skelly enhanced his reputation. Ethan did well. Young Josh Nichols did well. Young Aiden at centre-half, not too much really to comment on, but they did well. And it was a nice opportunity for them after seeing the American fans and the international love to make an unofficial debut at the Emirates. So hopefully more chances are afforded to the young players throughout the course of the season. The main thing is getting minutes in the legs, and we got that. I think Trossard did well. A couple of times he lost the ball cheaply, but he did very well. If I'm completely honest, Zinchenko's passing, which is for all his criticisms defensively, and he had a tough time out there defensively, really, his passing at times throughout last season hasn't really been there. And I think he did better against Liverpool in that regard, especially in the second half and the build up to that goal. Scored a rocket of a goal, maybe the number 17 that Alexis Sanchez wears, gives him some new powers. Of course, to hear Timber's not in the squad, I'm sure Mikel Arteta will shed some more light on that and let us know exactly where he's at there. Calafiori wasn't there. I'm sure a lot of fans are hoping to see him on Sunday. But, for the fans that have been itching to go to the Emirates, and a lot of them who have been waiting for this, they got the goals they deserved. I think Jorginho looked a bit off it, if I was honest, on the ball, which is unlike him. I think Fabio Vieira was a bit underwhelming. I know he's playing off the right-hand side, but I wanted to see a bit more. I liked Odegaard. I think Odegaard's the nucleus of this team and he's the conductor. And obviously, Kai Havertz's strengths are not necessarily in build-up plays. He's probably one of the best off-the-ball players in this team, running in behind, getting further forward in the middle third / the final third as well. And you saw him, obviously, the first goal, great build-up play from Zinchenko initially. Trossard's involved. Kai Havertz is there. Zinchenko has scored a rocket. Maybe wearing the number 17 and black boots gives him power. Blink and you miss it. Obviously, our pressing led to the second goal, and disgusting finish from Trossard, really. Embarrassed the Hincapie, really. Lovely from him. I think Gabriel Jesus did well, and I know whether he can score or not's another thing. I famously said if he doesn't get 15 league goals, I'll lock off my YouTube channel. Please don't make me look silly. It was nice for him to get a goal, and you could see in the celebrations what that kind of meant for him as well, people. And admittedly, I am struggling to remember who got the fourth. We was doing this all last season. It's difficult to remember who actually bagged. Who actually got the fourth? Kai Havertz, Trossard, Zinchenko. I can't lie. It's completely escaped me, folks, man. I'm gonna have to type that in on Google. Who got the fourth? Who absolutely got the fourth? Oh, sorry, I said it technically. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Trossard, Kai Havertz. And yeah, it was lovely to put the game, go 3-0 up at halftime, going into halftime. The second half is just about rotating, giving some other players minutes, making sure some players get significant minutes, giving an opportunity to the young players. The only criticism I can say is that we conceded, man. As I said, I think Odegaard was quality. I think Jesus was very good. I think Kai was very good. I think Saka had an encouraging couple minutes. I think Declan Rice was off the pace, even if I'm completely honest. But he's probably got slight ring rust in that regards. Happy to see Gabriel and Saliba. Big Gabriel, there were some moments I was thinking, you think you're a centre mid or a striker? Because he was doing certain things and skills that didn't always come off, and I wouldn't see him doing the Premier League. And admittedly, I don't want to see, but ultimately a decent day at the office. We all know, people, we've only got 2 games left in it, of, well, 1 game left, and then it's showtime against Wolves. So the margins for error is short. We want to see, I think against Lyon, you will see some young players, but I think you'll see a stronger team for the duration of it. So yeah, man, I think that was probably our best performance of preseason so far. And it's good that it's come in our second to last game, because next week, as I keep saying, it's Wolves, it's showtime, the first of the 38 game calendar where the Premier League is concerned, and factoring all the other cups is upon us. But yeah, man, good day out for the traveling fans. Good day out for a couple of the youngsters. Nice to see the goals. Nice to see our pressing looks well. Nice to see the build-up plays quite there. There was a couple of times Raya went long and was quite good in that regards. So yeah, man, maybe it's telling that we saw no Reece Nelson. Maybe Mikel Arteta chose not to utilize him. And it was telling that we saw Eddie Nketiah play, because, for all the Marseille links, doesn't appear that anything clearly in that regards is imminent. So, yeah, man, speculation over the futures of a couple of players. If you're Kivior, if you're Nelson, if you're Ramsdale, I think Arteta is even harsh. Ramsdale could have got some minutes here. Kivior, Ramsdale, Nketiah, Nelson, players of that ilk, we'll have to see. Now, we focus on Lyon, and where Edu and Cole is concerned, Partey did all right. We need to get a central midfielder, man. I'm not trying to, again, Kai is a good player and he did well. And if we play him in that regards and you make Odegaard drop deep and do it, he can get away with it. But I think Kai's strengths are up front. I think I speak for many Arsenal fans where I say, we'd love a winger, love a striker. I think evidently we need a central midfielder. I think it's a dangerous game to play, betting on the fitness of Jorginho and Partey, definitely Partey. So hopefully Edu is dotting I's and crossing T's. Hopefully we see Timber and Calafiori and actually Tomiyasu back. And hopefully, we just take this performance and make it even better for Lyon and be filled with confidence going into the new season and what that entails for Arsenal Football Club. Where that's concerned, people, don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts. That's all I've really got to say. Let me know who you thought was man of the match. On that note, peace.